Tommy, boy, we're back with a TV main event that the fans had asked for. But, Tommy, let me give you a little background on this matchup before we get into it. This is Danny Inferno a couple weeks ago when he was still the NWA television champion in this matchup against Juicy Justin. This is what kicked off our tour of Maine a couple months ago. And, Tommy, we know how it ended. He lost the World Television title 2 nights later to the Great Apollo.
I'll tell you what, this match really surprised me because Juicy Justin really held his own in this match. I mean, he gave Inferno all he could handle on that night.
Tommy, I have to say, after watching this matchup here, folks, I think if Juicy Justin had that rematch a little bit sooner, he might have won the World Television Championship.
Absolutely. You know, folks, you watch this match, and you're going to see how close he came to winning this match. I mean, he kind of got his number. You know what I'm saying?
Danny Inferno was a fighting champion, folks, and I got to say, he followed up this matchup the next night with the tag team matchup with him and the Giant Pharaoh against Chaos and Destruction, and then the third night in a row is when the title was taken from him.
Exactly. You could see the downhill slide. You know, if you're in the know, you know what you're looking for. You could see that there was a reversal here going on somewhere.
Folks, the night of working, the years of champions lasting 7 or 8 years in a wrestling company are over. Working seven nights in a row, working 29 months, days in the month, Tommy.
Right.
These guys are worn out, and if you know, Danny Inferno fractured his collarbone in that match against Apollo, and he's out for an indefinite period of time.
Oh, yeah, he'll be out quite a while. He'll be out for a long time. You know, that's a very tough spot to get hurt in is the collarbone. It takes a long time to recoup, if you recoup at all.
Absolutely. Baby Huey on the outside. Let's not forget that mishmash of human flesh.
I don't even know what he's doing here. You know, I'm going to speak myself to the NWA board and find out if I can get that stopped. I mean, this is an important match right here. No reason for him to be out there. I mean, Inferno should be able to hold his own without the help of Baby Huey. What do you think?
Absolutely. Well, at least Cactus isn't here this week. Cactus has been on an extensive tour in the Orient.
Yeah, I know.
Touring all our sister promotions in Japan. Sent there by Baby Huey to scout talent.
Last I heard, he was sitting in a Japanese cell.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard. That's Cactus. What I heard.
Cactus, what are you doing, son?
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Cactus, what are you doing?
Way to work that arm there, Justin. As you can tell, that left arm, Tommy, the one that has the fractured collarbone now.
I tell you, don't underestimate Juicy Justin because of his size. I mean, this kid can move, and he knows what he's doing. It ain't the size of the dog in a fight. Remember that. It's the size of the fight and the dog that counts. And this kid's got a lot of fight in him. Size doesn't intimidate him at all.
Absolutely, Tommy.
Well, look at Ivan Putski. Wasn't the biggest guy around. Okay?
Bob Backlund neither.
No, these guys weren't. They were some of the greatest champions around. Names that will always be remembered in professional wrestling.
Working that left arm and shoulder, Tommy.
He's working that shoulder, isn't he?
Nice escape there. Boot to the back of the head.
That always works.
Hey, take the shortest distance and arrive in ill humor, right?
Uh-huh.
Side headlock. Justin gets over, takes it, and reverses it into a side headlock.
Uh-huh. That was a slick move, Ricky-O.
Off the ropes. Oh, Baby Huey pulled the rope down.
Look at this. Look at this. I am definitely going to speak to the board of NWA. I'm going to get something done about this. This is not right.
Baby Huey into it with the fans right now.
Hey, don't forget now in April, on the 20th, we're going to be in Nassau Community Center, Springvale. 21st, we're going to be in Rockland, Maine, Rockland Recreation Center. On the 22nd, Skowhegan, Maine. Maine Fun Center Banquet Hall. Thursday, April 23rd, we're going to be at the Indian Island, Maine, at the Indian Island Boys and Girls Club. Friday the 24th at the Medway Middle School, Medway, Maine. And we wind up in Augusta, Maine. That's Saturday, April 25th. Returns to Augusta at the Augustus Armory.
That's right. We're at the Armory on the last night of the tour, folks. And as Tommy just said, April's going to be a huge month with NWA on fire.
And we got the ladies of wrestling with us, too, on that tour.
If you're going to be there, folks, you're going to see Apollo. You're going to see none other than Juicy Justin, the Samoan Warriors, the Logan Brothers. Get your tickets early, folks, as they're going fast.
Rick Fuller will be there, too.
Chaos and destruction.
Chaos and destruction. This is going to be one heck of a tour. I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely, Tommy. I can't wait to get up there. The weather will be changing. Maybe we'll get some warm weather up there.
Boy, last time we were up there, before we got in that night, it was 11 degrees below zero. I thought I was like to die.
We got a 2 count right there. Juicy Justin just barely able to kick out. Knife edge chop to the throat. Once again, another one. Danny Inferno reverses it.
Oh, yeah.
Suplex right there.
Yeah, he fell right into that one.
2 count. Folks, as we mentioned earlier, Apollo defeated Danny Inferno for the World Television Championship. This is the weekend of action before, as we're taking you through the resultant injury of Danny Inferno, who suffered a fractured collarbone in his match with none other than the great Apollo. But this was the first night of the tour, and boy, was he given all his money's worth by Justin.
Oh, yeah, he got his hands full with Juicy Justin. I'll tell you that right now. Look at this match, folks. You're going to see how close Juicy came to beating him.
That's right. And then the next night, he was in a matchup with Rick Fuller and Apollo, as him and the Giant Pharaoh took on Chaos and Destruction, and that was a war, Tommy.
That was a war. You got that right. You got that right. That was like World War III.
And then Apollo ducked out of the way. Inferno charged from 20 feet across the ring, shoulder first into the turnbuckle.
Well, you know what it looks like to me? What it's telling me is that they got his number. You know what I'm saying? They kind of figured out what he was all about, and they were using it to their advantage.
Oh, absolutely. I think Apollo did a fantastic job of signing on for the last night of the tour on a one-on-one matchup. And you got to give Justin Justy credit right now because he wore this guy down.
Oh, yeah, he sure did wear him down. And I tell you what, I think it was a big surprise to Inferno. I didn't think he was going to – he thought he was going to get –
I think it was bad management on the baby's part by putting Inferno in a title match.